It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back on what has been a very feel-good Tuesday morning. You're live with Expresso, but we're going to take a look at the flip side of that coin. I think by general consensus, 2016 has been a very long and stressful year for pretty much everyone on the planet. And often when the year comes to an end, we suffer from fatigue and utter exhaustion. I hope you can hear the exhaustion in my voice. Now, can this have a negative effect on our health? I'm going to say yes, it can. But to take that point a step further, Doctor Darren Green is here to help us out, and we'd love to hear from you as well. If you've got any questions or comments to make, 083 91 33728. We'd love to hear from you. Doc, welcome back. I asked him to stress you out in the green room as much as possible, give you that frenetic energy. First of all, thank you so much for our World AIDS Day chat. Unbelievable response, you guys were stellar. So thank you so much for that. This is an interesting time of the year. We're taking stock of the year that's been. We're looking forward to the year that's about to come, and the pressure is mounting and burnout is kicking in. What happens to the body when we experience stress? How does it manifest physically?
Yeah, so stress has an effect acutely. In other words, the immediate effect of stress, it's the whole fight or flight. So that sympathetic, parasympathetic pathway that we speak about, called the autonomic nervous system. It's the thing that you don't think about, it just happens without you planning it. And on a body level or on a physiological level, obviously you have a surge of adrenaline, you have a surge obviously of cortisol as well, which is an anti-stress hormone in the body. And then you have things like your heart rate starts to increase because you need to get oxygen to all the vital organs, the brain, the muscles, etc., to run away or fight or flee from the threat. And then obviously the stress then can have effect chronically as well. So if that initial acute stressor is not alleviated, you then have a different pathway that kicks in, which then causes long-term changes in the chemical and psychological balance in the body as well.
Is this not the modern human condition? We live stressful lives. It's part and parcel of our lives. You can't, I mean, I had a doctor once tell me, well, you just need to calm down and work less. It's like, well, you know, the kids need new shoes. You know, it's impossible. But that is the way that we live our lives. There are some, you've mentioned a couple of immediate responses. How does the body naturally counteract the stress?
Yeah, so the natural defense mechanisms against stress, for example, are to give you coping hormones and mechanisms to face that fear initially, or face the anxiety or the increased demand upon it. However, what happens then is those compensatory mechanisms can become exhausted. And that's where you start seeing the health effects of unresolved stress in our lives. So the protective mechanisms would be things like ensuring good sleep, would be making good decisions and a healthy mind.
Not going to take that
in terms of making conscious decisions as to what you're fueling this body with to make it optimal in terms of fighting against all the challenges in your day. And then, of course, looking at your social circles, looking at the influences in them, whether you have petrol takers or petrol givers to your tank and your engine. Because you have people sometimes that you spend time with, and you feel so drained and exhausted after just being in their presence, never mind anything else. So it's a multifaceted approach, really, the defense mechanisms that we have, but those are just a few triggers that we need to look at.
We're going to get a little deeper into it, and as Doc really did highlight, what you put into your body plays a massive role in how you can combat stress. So we're going to hear from you in a moment, hopefully 083 91 33728. But first, let's get a healthy meal in our bellies. Kat?